It's hard to think when I started all of this, I would be 150 videos ahead in a year. That's the equivalent of one every 2 days. That's amazing. Non-stop action here with Nandi Bushell. This is her actual video where she gets a response from Dave Grohl, and I am very interested to see this per request. Thank you all so much for coming to the channel and offering these reacts. I really get a thrill out of doing these. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here we go.
Hey everyone, Dave Grohl has just responded to my battle request. I can't wait to watch it. Let's see what he says.
Wow, I really like Dave Grohl. He is such a cool, down-to-earth dude. I would love to get to meet him one day. I think that a lot of people forget that he actually started out as a drummer before he became a frontman. So don't ever forget that. He's awesome. Just from that little drum beat right there, you could tell what song he was playing.
I've played that song since the day I recorded it in 1997. Our drummer Taylor Hawkins plays that song Everlong for us every night. But Nandi, in the last week, I've gotten at least 100 texts from people all over the world saying, this girl is challenging you to a drum off. What are you going to do? Now look, I've seen all your videos, I've seen you on TV, you're an incredible drummer. And really,
I did not know Nandi has been on television. If you know what she's appeared on, please let me know down in the comments. I would really like to get educated.
I'm really flattered that you've picked some of my songs to do for your videos, and you've done them all perfectly. So today, I'm going to give you something you may not have heard before. This is a song called Dead End Friends, from a band called Them Crooked Vultures, which is me playing drums, Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age playing guitar and singing, and John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin playing bass.
Super band. I love super bands.
This is my response to your challenge. So now the ball is in your court. This is a song called Dead End Friends. Hit it.
Dave has always been an expert at telling a story with his drums. If you follow those drums there, it was a build-up, doom, 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 doom. But before that, it was little triplets, do, 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 do. Just really, really interesting. I've never really listened to Dave's music this way before. This is awesome. We're just as excited as you are, Nandi. His face is the ultimate compliment that you could get from any musician. Just a, I love it. Rock on, freaky bro. One of my best quotes that I've ever been able to put into life is music is just math that grooves, and drummers are just walking math. And I absolutely love every part of this. I love every part of this. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. I just really love how expressive he is. Dave is a really super cool person, man. I can't express enough how much I want to meet him in person. He is such an inspiration. Look, a lot of people out there think something like this would actually be easy, but playing in the pocket is something that is fairly difficult to do. You have to count. It's a memorization thing. It's like being the world's best spelling bee person. Go for it. I'd like to see you do it. It's awesome. So something that's really cool there is how the drums are actually accenting the guitar. And it amazes me, the power of the internet. And Nandi right there just counting. Just counting. She's already got it in her head. She's already got it memorized. That's what masters do. You get the professional rub. So one of the things that I love about this the most is when you get, even I'm getting a professional rub by watching this. Watching two other masters confer is a really great way to skip years of training. Mr. Beast talks about this a lot. And if you go and watch his most recent Joe Rogan interview podcast episode, he talks about how you yourself could be progressing along, you know, solving problems, and you might figure out 20, 30 problems within a year. But if you and a group of friends are all overcoming individual problems all within your same field, by the end of that single year, you're going to be 10 years ahead of everyone else. Consider that. A good team is paramount to great success. Great success. And I wish you all great success. It's like an excellent piece of art, and minimalism speaks volumes. Sometimes less is more, y'all. And I myself have had to learn how to go from being a drummer who plays music to being a band person. Learning how to tell a story on the drums, learning what fills, why triplets are needed, when to go to halftime, quarter time, eighth time, double time, whatever you need, blast beats, just whatever you need in that time, you have to learn how to express that on your instrument. That's why I keep saying that music is math that moves and grooves. There's another saying that's a little bit more lewd that I have about music, but that's okay. We won't get into that. That's a little more on the Marvin Gaye side. But ask your parents about that one. But I love this because as a visual learner, and a lot of drummers really are, you learn by doing, you learn by seeing, you learn by watching, you learn by feeling. It's all tactile experiences that you can feel, and you can't express these in words. That's why psychedelics are such a powerful thing, such a powerful medium for artists to get their thoughts out, because it is there's a word for this. It's not antagonist, it's an agonist. It causes things to happen. And that's what drums are really good at, is when your conscious mind, your frontal thinking mind, is occupied with an autonomous task, your corpus callosum is taken over, and thus your creative mind, that's when creativity usually flows, when you are having something that is an automatic process take over. And that's what I love so much about drums. That's why you see a lot of drummers like Dave here making expressive faces, or looking off to the side, or not even, or closing their eyes, because it's not that you necessarily need to see what's happening, you need to feel it, because you're thinking several steps ahead. So that is really fascinating to see in real time, and to see the pocket being played so efficiently. Like, I have never seen a better pocket player than Dave, 100%. That's really funny. Coincidentally, what he's playing right now, that's actually one of the very, very first drum beats that I learned how to play. And I would spend hours and hours and hours just and I would then, after about a year of that, honestly, because you really have to build these like bridges, these new muscle bridges in your brain, these gates is what we call them. Every so often you have a breakthrough, and when you reach the gate and have this breakthrough, like one of the major breakthroughs that you have at first is your right hand being able to be automatic from your foot or your head or even your other hand, and that's usually for most right-handed players the hi-hat hand. And you can then do, instead of a 4/4 groove, which is you can add a triplet. So you then just start to adventure, and then you start to replace hi-hat or snare beats with bass beats and vice versa, reharmonization, whatever you want to call it, toms. You then just explore. The whole world becomes your oyster. And I love that, even though sometimes minimalist and sometimes less is more, to be able to actually express the emotion that the song is, portraying on the drums themselves, which is, you only have 5, 7, 8, 9 notes total. There's really no harmony or melody on drums. It's just rhythm and dynamic. So to be able to express that so articulately and masterfully, 10 out of 10 to both Nandi and to Dave and all the people that we get to react to. 100%. They're all excellent. That's why I like to do these, because I myself am learning. I am a perpetual student. I love it. I absolutely love it. Ha! Oh God, I hope that I can get to inspire somebody someday like that. That's awesome.
Epic!
That is epic.
Awesome.
And
I am gonna checkmate you. Thank you so much.
And at such a young age, that's why I'm talking about the internet is such an amazing tool that things like this can happen. Literally, whenever in history can one of your heroes literally direct contact you like this to have this kind of an experience happen?
Very, very, very happy daughter.
Exactly.
We really appreciate it.
Exactly. That is amazing, and reminds me a lot of my nephew, and I'm so glad I got to do a react to this video.
Hey everyone, Dave.
I am so glad I got to do a react to this video. I appreciate everybody who comes to the channel, and I appreciate everybody who leaves comments on this. I read every single comment that I get, and I actually make comment response videos, so much so to the fact that I've started a series. I think we're up to episode 3. I will get those put into a playlist pretty soon, and pretty soon episode 4 is going to be released. Nandi Bushell, congratulations on your collaboration with Dave Grohl. I know I'm a little late to the party, but that is okay. Better late than never. I wish you all the greatest success, and thank you so much for coming to the channel and, responding to the comments that we put onto the channel. I look forward to your success, and I look forward to seeing more of your stuff, and I look forward to all of your comments and react requests for the future. My name is Nick, and I will see you all next time.